Hi, how to set Screen Grab Pro Deluxe capture keys like scaling and things like a favorite editor, so you can just press a keyboard combination, for example Alt Z, and it will bring the last capture up in that editor really quickly. So it just eases workflow and speeds up workflow. To do this, go into Screen Grab Pro Deluxe and you right mouse on it, and then you go into setup options, general setup. Now in here you got a vast amount of settings. For us, we actually scale all the captures down to 70% because we're working on a 4K screen, so it's always way too big to like email automatically without having to scale it down manually afterwards. So if you do this, then it automatically scales it down every time. So that saves time. So we'll leave that at 70%. By default it's 100%, but you may want to change that. That would probably help. The main grab key is F9. You can change that to whatever you want. That does a full screen capture. And then you can do a region with F8. We're going to leave it as is, but you can change it to whatever you want. So you can do Control plus B to do that, or whatever you want. The actual favorite editor, this is the editor when you do a keyboard combination like Alt Z, which is set here. It brings the last capture up in that editor, so it can be like Photoshop. We use that quite a bit. In this case I set it up for MS Paint, which loads a lot quicker, and it's really quick for doing little annotations and things like that. So I'm going to show you how that works. If you do F8 screen capture, and you see it's captured the screen, if you press Alt Z, then it launches it in MS Paint straight away, and you can do whatever you want in there with it. It's already in the clipboard as well, so you can just paste it into email or whatever you need. That's a quick overview of some of the more advanced settings. There's also some other things like hide desktop icons and change background to black. So like hide desktop icons, you might be taking a capture of the desktop itself, and you might not want all the icons in the background. You might only want one screen on it. Things like that. You can also set the output file name and to whatever you want. By default it's just screen, but you can set it so it does it every second, minute in the actual file name by doing like screen SS minute hour, and then it will save it as that on your desktop, which is set here. You can set that to whatever you want. You can auto view after every capture straight away. Lots of little things. There's some various startup things. So add to Windows startup. So when you boot machine, it automatically starts it up and puts it in the task tray. You need to minimize task tray when startup. That's if you want to do that. Include mouse pointer in a capture. So instead of it being no mouse pointer there, it would put in the mouse pointer that should be there in it. Some other things like video, it automatically zips it up so you can make it a little bit smaller for sending to somebody. Just little time savers here and there. If you have any suggestions, then email us at support@attraction-software.co.uk. Give it a try.